YouTube, Johnny Klishnikov here. Got another question. This one's from Carlos. Carlos says, now that my dad is not in my life since he's in jail, how can I support my mom and my little brother? Alright, so this is definitely not a happy topic, but you're hurting. You're looking for support. United States has the highest incarceration rate. I mean, the United States jails more people than Cuba, than Russia, than China. I mean, we got a lot of freedoms here. Don't be mistaken with that, but with freedom comes responsibility. When people aren't responsible, they do dumb things, they go to jail. And unfortunately, because of that, I mean, I just did one of the videos I recently did, says, Dear Dad, Where'd You Go? Prison is a huge reason of why kids don't have dads in their lives. And it's sad. I mean, I can relate. The guy who adopted me when I was around the age 16, he got arrested for shoplifting. He went to jail. He tried to commit suicide by hanging himself on his shoelaces. He went to mental institution from there. After mental institution, he went to rehab. From rehab, he went to a halfway house. From halfway house, he got a job in a different city, so I didn't see him for a long time. Children who don't have, I don't know exactly how old you are, but kids who don't have their dad in their life, the instance of poverty is huge. I believe it's 4 times more poverty in single parent families than there is in dual income families. I mean, fathers are supposed to provide financially, and when they're not there, they can't do that. So how can you support your mom and your little brother? Well, number one, look into the government assistance. There's a reason there's safety nets in this country. You got a mom and a little brother. I mean, there's WIC, SNAP benefits, food stamps, whatever you want to call them. I mean, for a brief amount of time, I got laid off, my wife got laid off, we got 2 kids. We went on assistance programs. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do from time to time. Thankfully, I'm able to provide it. Not on those programs no more, but they're there for a reason. Don't be ashamed. How can I support my mom and my little brother? I basically was the man of the house at about 10 years old. So I know what you're talking about. I don't know exactly how old you are, but when I was 10 years old, I couldn't go out and get a job, but I had to make a job. I had to go hustle. I babysat and I mowed yards. I mean, you can make some money doing both of those. Hustle. Do what you got to do to take care of your own. But another thing, now that my dad is not in my life since he's in jail, you got no dad in your life. You have no role model. A father's not just a father, he's a living guidebook to life. So you're missing out on a lot. I want you to make sure that you're not just missing stuff, that's really important to you. I want to make sure that you find a male role model, a good mentor that can say, they can put their arm around your shoulder and say, hey, I can't fix you, Carlos, but I can be here with you, and I want to make sure that you don't goof up your life, because that is real easy to do. Obviously, your dad's in jail. Learn from his mistakes. You don't have to have good role models in your life to learn from. You can learn from people's mistakes. Do the opposite of what they do. That's how I parent. I do the exact opposite of the role model I had. They weren't there for me. I'm there for my kids. Well, basically, look what programs there are. Look what options you have. Hustle. If you're not old enough to get a job, mow yards, tutor. I mean, there's if you're good at math, there's no shortage of math tutors. There's a number of websites you can get on. You can put ads out in the newspaper looking for tutors. A decent tutor can easily charge 40, 50, 60 bucks an hour. Easily. Get you a few gigs lined up. You don't need a McDonald's job or whatever. But do what you gotta do to take care of your own. That's what a man does. Hope this helps. Peace.